All right, so we're on our way to El Monte, and we of course can't go to El Monte without checking out Chavez Ravine, and that looks pretty freaking incredible. I've seen a number of different shots of baseball stadiums in the simulator, but that really is pretty amazing. Unbelievable. Again, this is like a reoccurring theme to these airport tour videos, is that the surrounding area scenery fidelity is as important, and in some cases more important, than the actual airport when you get to it. Because if it feels like you're flying to El Monte, once you get there, if it at least looks and feels like an airport, then it takes a lot of the lacking of detail out of the equation a little bit. Like, that looks amazing. If you're flying into El Monte and you want to do a little lap over Chavez Ravine, like that looks perfect. You know, and you got LA off the right wing here, and now is it behind us? Where the hell is LA? There it is. You know, it's amazing. It really is incredible, and I think a lot of the negative feedback on some of the airport sceneries is misplaced based on the surrounding area. Because this is so.
November 204 Lima Echo traffic 4 o'clock mile south. Expression northwestbound 1,500 Beaufort type 10.
Looking out for that traffic, 204 Lima Echo.
Number 3 Zulu Sierra Connect SoCal approach 119.6.
Okay. Is it really Tower 21-2?
119.6 November 2.
I do not see traffic.
Just going to maintain 10,000.
Yeah, doing these airport tours makes it on PilotEdge is a little bit trickier. It's a little bit trickier. And how far out?
Echo traffic no factor.
Thank you, 4 Lima Echo. We've got information Zulu at El Monte.
Number 4 Lima Echo, Roger. You turning to El Monte now?
Affirmative, 204 Lima Echo. You caught him?
Circle approach, November 333 Zulu Sierra 5,500.
I did not see it.
333 Zulu Sierra SoCal approach, Panama 72967.
Yeah, the pop-in. We'll see if that improves with new GPUs.
04 Lima Echo, no traffic observed between you and El Monte. Radio service terminated. Squawk and maintain VFR. El Monte Towers 121.2. Take care.
Squawk and VFR. Frequency change is approved. 204 Lima Echo. See ya. What do you use for ForeFlight GPS and traffic sim connection? So I use Flight Event for ForeFlight.
Yeah, we're good. And then, if you can repeat that back.
914 Golf Bravo. I'll call you back within 1 second.
914 Golf Bravo.
V8, did you get it done, man? That's awesome. El Monte Tower, Aerobat 204 Lima Echo, information Zulu 5 miles to the west, full stop taxi back.
204 Lima Echo, El Monte Tower, low enter right downwind, runway 19, advise midfield.
Right downwind 19, we'll call you midfield, Aerobat 204 Lima Echo.
Alright, November 914 Golf Bravo, you ready for the route section again?
Yes, sir, go for it.
Right downwind.
914 Bravo, it's vectors to Santa Monica VOR.
Okay, so we're going to El Monte. This is a great airport. It's got cheap gas. It has a great restaurant on site. It is right in the middle of East LA. So it is not the prettiest in terms of surrounding scenery. It's not necessarily an airport that you'd want to, you know, go to on the weekends, maybe by car, but it is cool. Once you're there, there's a lot of action. There's a lot of cool planes flying around.
Okay,
in the restaurant. I'm blanking on the name of it, but it is great.
Victor 64 to SLI, Victor 8.
5.5 today. Heard the aftermath. Ooh, of a fatal crash. That is
10 minutes.
Not fun. That does sound like a little bit too much excitement for a commercial cross country.
For 4 Golf Bravo, is that correct? And again,
It's a
the,
little
code
bit
for that
hard
for
to
the Sierra,
spot
Mike
here. You can
Oscar,
really
Alpha
see
9,
some of the
Delta Mike,
pop in.
Alpha 9.
The radius for the scenery is pretty small. Again, if that improves
good deal.
with
Thanks.
GPU
Admiral
and
for
various
Bravo.
settings, that would be great. I would imagine that that's probably VRAM related, but I'm facing towards where... Oh, there's the runway at the airport. It's always easy to spot airports if you're looking for hangars versus the actual runway. Runways are pretty hard to spot. Hangars are pretty easy. Go a few blocks away and it might not be too bad. Yeah.
Thanks, Tower Walker 175.
It's a great restaurant though. They have
Walker 175, Las
amazing
Vegas, runway
breakfast.
8 right, cleared to land.
Clear to land, Walker 175.
Mountains in the back look awesome. Yeah, this really feels great. We'll see how the airport looks, if we have a tower or not. That seems to be a theme with a lot of these small deltas, is that you are very much without towers most of the time. The big giveaway for El Monte is the big lake things and the triangular concrete river thing. Yeah, the lakes and just the river. Yeah, looking for the river is one of the better ways to find it, because you know it's just paralleling the river there. El Monte Tower, Airbat 204 Lima Echo, midfield, right downwind 19er.
For the Echo, runway 19er, cleared to land.
Clear to land 19er, Airbat 204 Lima Echo. Yeah, exactly, Match. Yeah, the visual on the approaches is what I keep kind of bumping up these airport scores for, because it feels like you're actually there. You know, this feels like you're coming into El Monte. You know, whether or not the airport, once you land there, feels much like the real thing, you know, is going to be largely subject to updated scenery, third-party, user-created add-ons and stuff. But the hard part is getting the scenery so freaking spot on, and it sounds weird to say that they got the scenery spot on when they really didn't do anything except create machine learning to take satellite data and turn it into 3D objects. So the technology is the impressive part. So of course it's going to look like the area, but that is again part of what makes flying is not what happens when you get to the airport. It's what happens in between the airports. So we don't have a tower, it looks like, but I mean this is what it looks like flying into El Monte. So you know, what difference does it make if the hangars look, you know, are the same color as they are in real life?
Short final
Again, I think
19.
no tower is a little bit of an egregious oversight for a lot of these, but that river usually doesn't have any water in it. But like this feels like you're in East LA landing in El Monte, and we're gonna go have a gigantic breakfast burrito. Okay, we got some little graphical hiccups there. And this 152 just lands so much nicer than anything else. Whoa, 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 whoa! Sorry. Okay, sorry, Monty. What was that? El Monte Tower, Aerobat 204 Lima Echo, clear, runway 19er at Delta, taxi back.
We're 204 Lima Echo, as long as that thing's still in one piece, runway 19er, taxi via Alpha Bravo.
Alpha Bravo 19er, Aerobat 204 Lima Echo. Come on, get back in the plane.
Walker 175 is clear of
What happened there?
Alpha 4.
Wiki045, thank you very much for following. Welcome. My hangar is just past those 3 rows, long hangars at the south end there.
Alpha 4, Charlie.
Yeah, see, this is like, once you
Charlie
get
4, I'm sorry, Charlie 4,
on the
Charlie,
airport
across,
grounds, you know, like,
and
what
Alpha
is,
4, Walker 175.
like, that's not...
Good evening, San Luis Tower, Skyhawk 956 Hotel Papa.
What is that?
Possible. We're 10 miles southeast inbound.
There's no towers. There's a big gap right there where the restaurant is. The parking lot.
November 9 6.
And then we're gonna play chicken with
St. Louis Town. Of course, it's possible as long
forklifts.
as you do it right. Enter straight in. Runway 29er, advise at 2 miles.
Oh, it kind of has a little mini tower, but it doesn't. It's like pulling the tower from, or treating it as if it's off airport, which is very, very strange. Yeah, I think the runway lights are always on. It's really... yeah, the lack of planes across the board is definitely hurting these sceneries, but that's kind of a sim thing. And again, our threshold has been raised so much by what this sim looks like at its best that we're kind of forgetting that it is a flight simulator. And you know, make up your mind, bro. You know, an X-Plane had that same issue with the number of world objects. All right, thank you, Dennis, for clipping that. I am kind of curious what happened there.
Destination for the I-4.
Let's see. So the nose gear comes down. I go on the outside view to check things out. And then
for the I-4, let's go to Riverside.
Clicks.
Romeo, Alpha Lima.
So that actually makes me worried for the takeoff roll. Wiki, this is El Monte. Yeah, it seems like there's a crease or something in the runway. That is.
And Santa Monica Brown. Santa Monica
God,
Brown.
look, it just.
We have hotel ready for taxi.
That is not pretty.
Golf Brown with Santa Monica Ground. You on the east or west side of the field?
I believe we're on the west side.
That is really not pretty.
No, 914 Golf Bravo, Roger. Then you're short of Alpha.
And I don't know how to square that. I don't know if that is really a downgrade for an airport,
I apologize. We're on the
or if we're looking at something that is going to get updated, or is just part of what makes the scenery look as good as it does from 1,000 feet up. But that's pretty janky looking.
Southeast.
But again, the approach looks great. It. I think you hit the front brakes, Dennis. I wish I could say that I hit the front brakes. So yeah, that just.
That's better.
Yeah, I don't know.
Great.
It's
November 86 Echo Romeo at the.
It's what makes it look so good on the approach coming in, and then it just doesn't have the guts to get really high fidelity. And I don't know how you do that, how you fix that, but it does make it feel like you're in some weird Salvador Dali nightmarish thing. You know, it's just like that looks horrifying. Looks really horrifying. But it's what makes it look good everywhere else. So, you know, can you really knock it? So, Wiki, I am on PilotEdge. Monte Tower, Aerobat 204 Lima Echo, holding short runway 19er. We're departing to the west. Excuse me, to the east.
204 Lima Echo, Monte Tower, left turn eastbound approved, runway 19er, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff. Eastbound turn approved. Airbat 204 Lima Echo. Clear to the right. Clear to the left.
Approaching runway 19.
I want to make this a
Entered
soft
runway
field.
19.
Make this a soft field and see
feet
what
remaining.
happens on this external view. If we hit some kind of weird ridge and it pops up. So I'm going to go external view here and see if I can keep keep this thing relatively on center line. Okay, so there's soft field. So it was right before Delta, right? No, we're flying. We don't want to fly. All right, maybe we are flying. Okay. There looks like there is a weird crease right there. So we must have hit that. I mean, the river there looks actually okay, and the mountains look awesome. You know, but like how the rest of the airport just, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty basic. It's not the super elaborate airport in general, but that was a pretty basic representation and pretty flat.
San Luis Tower, Skyhawk 6 Hotel Pop. We're on a 2-mile final for 2
C minus.
6 Hotel Papa, runway 29.
C minus overall. It's cool going over like LA. Like the location looks great. Everything looks awesome. Once you get to the airport and start taxiing, it really does not hold up. So yeah, I'll give it a C minus, but yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. So El Monte, you get a C minus. It's a good effort and it looks pretty cool and realistic. Right now, this looks great. What altitude are we at? 1,500 feet. It looks awesome. But when you're taxiing, it does not look great. So D. What did I say? D minus. It's not a fail. D plus. We'll give it a D plus. El Monte, you get a D plus. Great job.